Hi guys, this is Veronica at the Elgin campus of Robert Morris University, Illinois. I just wanted to give you guys a quick run through on how to order books, which is super important, especially if you're a first-time user of our ebook store. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the main website because that's where most of you are probably already familiar with. So robertmorris.edu brings you to this page. The easiest way, in my opinion, to get to the ebook store is through the quick link section. So I will show you this route. You can also find it in your e-resources as well as your portal. So there's lots of different places. But again, the quick links, which is the top right hand corner. If you go to ebook store, this will give you our main bookstore site. Super important because this is also where when you graduate, I know I'm way ahead of myself, but when you do graduate, you're going to find a link here in the future as well to help you get through the graduation process. There's also apparel that you can order, but today we are going to focus on books. If for any reason you don't get through this video, you can also find the directions if you click on Buy Textbooks along with all the disclaimers, which remind you of things such as when shipping is free, when you can no longer charge to your account, etc. So going back to the ebook store site, the very first thing that any student would want to do is actually create your account. And you can do this by clicking on My Account, or you can also click on Login. When you do this, it'll ask you if you already have an account. Most of you don't. So what you'll want to do today is start off by creating an account. When you create an account, it will ask you for all of your basic information. Make sure that you put in the email address where you want your receipts sent to. So new students, an example of this is that today you don't have access to your RMU email. So you want to make sure that this goes to your personal email address. Make sure you type it in correctly. It will ask you to confirm it twice and select a password. In this case, I recommend using your RMU password so that in case you forget it for whatever reason, you have access through it through our My RMU portal. The Create an Account window will also ask you for your shipping preferences or shipping information, billing information. For most of you, this will be the same as your shipping address. So if you check that box, you don't have to type it in twice. Also, your account preferences. I would recommend that you do select these just so that you receive important email regarding books, such as when books become available, when they're available to be sold back, etc. Once you've done this, you go ahead and you select Create Your Account, and it will bring you to a confirmation window. After you've created an account and it's been confirmed, you can go back to our main section. You'll stay logged in, and you'll see that you're logged in right here at the upper right-hand corner. So very first step is actually going to the Buy Textbooks window. So again, from our main ebook store website, the main one that when you clicked on quick links it brought you to, if you scroll down, search by course, you're going to go to fall. Before I select Go, I just want to make a note that right here tells you accounts are now open, and that is correct. Starting today, which is Tuesday, September 6th, accounts are open. You're able to charge to your student account. You will need your ID number for this. In addition, it will be open through week 2 where you can charge to your student account. However, free shipping is only this week and next week, so do not miss that. It is starting this week, which is Tuesday, September 6th, through next week. Do not miss free shipping. Free shipping is only on your first order, so make sure that when you put in your order, you've selected all of the books that you will need for the quarter. And as a reminder, you have through the end of the first week to return your books. So again, I recommend purchasing all of your books through the ebook store. And then, of course, if you have to make any returns, you have through the first week of school. So back to our Buying Textbooks window. If you here select Fall 2016, select Go. Again, you'll see that those disclaimers that we saw earlier, please make sure that you read through those so that you know very important things, such as if you do have to make a return, do not take the plastic off of a book or a packet. Again, do not take the plastic off. Do not open it if you think you may need to return it. If it is open, it will not be returned. So, searching for your courses. You've selected fall. A very common fall course would be CMT 110. So you'd need your school schedule for this, by the way. So take out your registration sheet that you had from orientation and registration. On that, you will see the course name. Course name, the first 3 letters would be the department, so CMT. The 3 numbers would be your course number, which would be 110. And you may have a section such as BA or KA or ZA. Regardless of the section, you'll go ahead and you'll select all, since again, this applies to all sections of that course. Scrolling down, you'll see that we have the name of a book. Some of your books will have images here for you to be able to reference, as well as the ISBN number, which is how you know that you're receiving the correct book. The title of your book, and your author. Make sure you selected only one quantity in case, of course, you want an extra book. You will have the option to select new or used. In this case, the CMT book, we only have new available. So you would go ahead and you'd select your book and you'd add your book to cart. This has saved it to your cart, which you see the confirmation for here. And we can also view inside our cart if we select view cart. In this case, I want to bring you all back to add one more thing to cart just for an example. So again, fall, and we're going to select go, fall. An example for this, I am going to show you all Management 101. So Management 101, all sections. I've purposely picked this course because you'll see something called live text on this course textbook list. Live text is something that is not optional. All students must purchase. However, you only need to purchase one, and this is one the whole entire time that you are at Robert Morris. This is really important to note because it will come up on several different course lists. So this is Management 101. I'm going to show you Management 280. Management 280 also has live text, and again, you only need one, so make sure that you don't put it in your cart multiple times. You will end up having to return at least one copy if you do so. In addition, as a reminder that it will come in with your course books, and live text looks kind of like a card or a pamphlet, a postcard. I wouldn't want anybody to lose that because that is, of course, looks like $115 value. So you don't want to lose that. Make sure you only order one. And again, this one live text card is good for the entire duration of your RMU degree. It's a 5-year membership, so you should have more than enough time to use all of that. You'll also see in this example a required and an optional book. Make sure that you look at the optional with care. Just like it says, required is what you need to complete the class, and optional is if you want an additional resource. So this would be for students who may feel like they want something extra to help them through the process. So again, a required and an optional. Optional is just like it says, optional. Live text must be purchased at least once, but you can use it the whole duration of your RMU account. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add one live text. We're going to add one of the required, and you'll note here that it was checked as 1. So we're going to uncheck it. So you see it turns to a 0 quantity, and we're going to add those 2 books to cart. This is very important because you'll want to make sure that you've noted how many books you've added to your cart. So let's go ahead and check out. You're going to hit View Cart to do your checkout. Make sure you confirm your quantities of how many of each book, and make sure you haven't gotten multiple of each book as well. Now that we've confirmed, we'll go ahead and we'll check out. When you check out, you'll want to go ahead and log in with your account. Alright, so you've continued, and you'll see here it'll give you the option to select if it's okay with you to have the opposite of your preference. So we selected new books. Is it okay if we send you a used book? There are lots of questions regarding this for some students. If you don't want a used book, just uncheck the box. If your preference was originally used, it'll say the opposite here. If no used book is in stock, you'll accept a new book. Please remember that new and used books do have a price differential. I'm going to go ahead and leave all of mine selected and continue on to my shipping information. So when I've continued on, my shipping information is loaded here. My ship method, however, will be to pick up at campus. This is available only to students at the branch locations, which you see listed. You'll also see Chicago students. This is only for graduate students. If you are a Chicago student watching this video, please make sure that you go into your bookstore and pick up books there. So bookstore is located on the first floor at the Chicago campus. So again, you'll go ahead and you'll select your campus. In my case, it would be Elgin, and continue on to payment information. So when you've done this, you'll see that shipping is added on here. This will be adjusted, so you'll have an adjustment after your order has been processed. The reason for this is that the total may change depending on if a used book was available versus a new book, etc. So shipping will be adjusted after the order has been submitted. You'll want to go ahead and select your payment method. If you would like to charge to your student account, you'll go ahead and select student account and your campus. And this is where you'll need the ID number that's also posted on your schedule on the top left-hand corner. So your ID number, you can also find this on your MyRMU portal, and the amount. So your amount should match the balance. However, if you are using two different sources, so for example, you want to put half of this on a card or debit card, and you want to charge the other part on your student account, you can do so as well. In this case, we're going to go ahead and we are going to mark this as going fully on our account. I'm just using a made-up number. You'll of course enter your student ID number, and you'll hit apply to order. Once you've done so, it'll have you review your order. In this case, we're not going to go straight through, but you'll click review and confirm. Make sure that you receive a confirmation email. Once you've done so, you will of course have made it through the book ordering process. If you do have any questions after you've done all of your ordering, please let me know. Of course, books do vary. There are also additional options at the top here, so you can choose to rent, and I'll walk you quickly through this process. So when you do the rental process, you will need your ISBN number. This number was located on your book list. So again, we'll go to fall and let us check our management 280. So management 280, which is that last class that we were looking at. You'll go ahead and you'll take this ISBN number, and you can copy and paste into the rental website. Once you've done this, it should show you the book that you are looking to rent. In this case, they don't have this book available for rental. However, if you want to go ahead and continue that copy and paste into the rent site, if you do have any books available for rent, it will give you the conditions here. As a reminder, if you are renting books, you cannot charge them to your student account, so they will be you will be responsible for them at time of payment. Hope this helps you through the book ordering process, and we will definitely talk to you all soon.